The light is flashing. The favourite to jump from the outside of the field. Away in their racing. Hober West was given a good kick from the inside coming out of the gates. He jumped best and roped them in, had early speed. Pike wasting no time with Western Empire. Around the outside, driving forward in front of Magnificent Andy and West Star as they go into the back. In behind them, our Paladin, followed by Sentimental Hero, overdoing things, having to ease back in the field. Diamond Scene's gone forward in front of In Good Order. Followed further back in the field, Fluoro, Neuro and Ginger Baker, River Rubicon, and last of all, Let's Gallivant. Hober West takes them down the back. Won the battle for the lead, 1,000 to go in the Hyperion, and the leader Hober West by a length. The favourite cruising up there, Chewing Steel, Western Empire. Over on the inside, West Star is third, followed by Rope them in, and now Diamond Scene starts to go forward as well, leaving the back. A length and a half away, our Paladin down on the rail. In Good Order sitting three deep around the outside of Magnificent Andy. A bit more than a length to Ginger Baker. Back with Sentimental Hero as they work down the side with Fluoro, Neuro. Let's Gallivant, last of all, River Rubicon. 550 metres out. Hober West is giving them something to run down here in the Hyperion. He'll come into the corner, two in front. Pike's just starting to niggle at Western Empire to get going after the leader. Diamond Scene roped them in back behind those. West Star cuts the corner, followed by In Good Order. Down to the 250 and Hober West still in front. Hober West by two. Western Empire roped them in, starting to put his mind on the job. West Star back on the rail. Hober West the leader. Western Empire about to get on equal terms. Hober West fighting tooth and nail. Western Empire lunging. They're going to go to it all. Nothing in it. Great finish. It was either Hober West or Western Empire, and it could go either way. Roped them in third. Ginger Baker, West Star were behind those. Followed then by Magnificent Andy and then West Star. Further back, Sentimental Hero In Good Order. In behind them next of all is Diamond Scene, Let's Gallivant, Fluoro Neuro back with our Paladin L and River Rubicon. A super finish in the Hyperion. Hober West, Western Empire, and Western Empire's got the job done. Western Empire, number one, Willie Pike. Over 12, Hober West, Austin Galati, which has run a mighty race. Gets there by the skin of his teeth. One last dive right on the post. The margin will probably be greater than what it looked in real time, but there was not much between them. About a half ahead at the finish. Roped them in, just peaking on his run. Ginger Baker will be back there in fourth place. Western Empire goes back to back in the Hyperion Stakes. Ridden up on speed by Pike. He really used him to get across. Parked up right over the pace, but Hober West, he's run a mighty race second up. He stretched the neck of Apulia in the Van Heepst back last preparation. He's come on in leaps and bounds and really gave the favourite something to think about and roped them in a distant third. Short half head, 2.5 lengths in 1:37.75. They sprinted from the corner, 34.35 the last 600, 1:12.38. 1:12.3 and 8 after the Hyperion Stakes. The winner by Ifraj out of Western Jewel. It's winner 13 from 37. It's Willie Pike's 101st Metropolitan winner this season. Brings up a double. Grant and Alana Williams combining with the Wizard, and also Andrew Latassa and Ms. S. Lurie, other part owners with Alana Williams. Western Empire beating a gallant Hober West by Epaulette, trained by Summer Dixon, ridden by Austin Galati for Cape Falls Thoroughbreds, and roped them in by Playing God out of Lead Rope. Steve Wolf, Paul Harvey in third place. A super finish in the feature event. Race 7, the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Series Heat 2, 1200. 2 Go-Go Grommet, 8 Flagship The Scratchings. Go-Go Grommet coming out late this morning. As we take you down out of the yard, that was a wonderful finish here. Hober West has really made Western Empire earn his second win in the Hyperion.
What a race it was, Darren. Thank you very much. But it was Willie Pike at his brilliant best. Rolled forward from the outside alley. Took his time to get there and settle outside the lead of Hober West. And you could just tell Western Empire was a little unfamiliar in that position. A fraction keen for a furlong or two down the back straight. But when he needed to dig deep, he did exactly that at the 200-metre mark. And William Pike, once again, in a photo finish, Riley, we've seen over so many years. He knows where the finish line is, and I dare say no other man gets the job done.
No, it was ultimately the winning move, wasn't it, Lockie? Going forward and taking that chance and chancing his arm early. You could see that Willie, he came out neutral on him away from the barriers, Lock, and he was going to be pretty happy settling in the second half of the field. But you could just see he had a look. He saw that there wasn't a great deal of speed from those horses drawn middle barriers, and he thought, I'm going to have a crack here and chance my arm and see if I can make my way across the face of the field. And I think it might have fired the horse up a little bit in doing so, as you touched upon, an unfamiliar role for him. But I think if he goes back, he doesn't end up winning the race.
An outstanding ride from Austin Gallardi. He made use of the good draw for Hobart West, really controlled the tempo of the race for the first half. The first 800 metres, they didn't look to be setting any strong records with the 3 deep line emerging to his outside. But what I loved about Austin's ride was that he put the foot down at the 500 metre mark, and he said, catch me if you can, Pikey.
He certainly did. It was almost a rinse and repeat from that Ted Van Heemst at the back end of the carnival, where he was almost able to pinch that race, Lockie, when he was well and truly batting out of his weight division on that occasion. Hobart West, he came on massively in his second up run here today after looking like a horse that might just need a bit of grounding in his first up run in that Belmont sprint. But he certainly showed that he belongs at this level as well with that run here this afternoon, and he's one that may only continue to get better as they stretch him out and get him up over a bit more ground in trip as well. Hoping to catch up with Willie now for a quick chat after the win of Western Empire. Back-to-back feature races to kick off his campaign. Willie, congratulations on the win once again. Class prevails. We could see that you came out neutral with him from the gate. You had a look. You thought you'd chance your arm, and it just might have been the winning move.
In hindsight, yes. At the time, I was pretty worried. He's much more effective with cover. He just jumped so fast. He was actually a lot more fired up than first up. I think the first up run woke him up a bit. He's pretty fired up. I thought there was a slight chance I might be able to get cover. I couldn't. I did say to the ownership group that I would rather be wide without cover than following a couple of the other runners. I didn't think they would suit my style, my horse's style. Turned out I was outside the leader, which on one hand I wasn't too worried about, but at the same time he wasn't really settled, so I was worried about that. And it told on me late. If he settled better, he would have run through the line better, but I'm just lucky he's got a bit of class on his side.
That's it. As you mentioned, he was a bit fired up and was an unfamiliar role for him as well, as a horse that generally does his best work with a bit of cover. But as you made mention of, and as he's shown numerous times over the course of his career, good horses just find a way, and that's exactly what he was able to do once again. Yeah,
that's right. And look, I'd like to say it was a real clever piece of tactical move there. I did my form and I banged him out and took control of the race, but all honesty, that was the horse. He had a fire in his belly today, and I had to go with it. He's not a horse you argue with, and luckily for me, we got away with it.
Given there are maybe a few genuine question marks around him on a rain-affected track or a genuinely rain-affected track, did the confidence levels with him somewhat increase, given we haven't had the rain arrive just yet this afternoon?
No, not at all. I'll back these horses, rain, hail or shine. I actually was hoping the rain would come and it might negate my bad barrier a bit, but as it all turns out, it didn't matter. But no, I back these horses no matter the weather.
Onwards and upwards to the Strickland at 2,000 metres?
Yeah, it was an Achilles heel last year. Hopefully we can go better this year.
Best of luck moving forward with him, and well done on the win here.
Thanks, mate.
There's Willie Pike at his very brilliant best. Ride of the day to the Wizard, rolling forward from the outside alley, and he gets the job done alongside Grant Alana Williams to take out the PKF Perth Hyperion Stakes with the champ, Western Empire.